What's up YouTube? This is LDS Reliance. Today it's kind of a rainy day here in Oklahoma, and I just thought I would work on a little project that I've been looking at. This idea actually came from LDSprepper. A basic design to build a rocket stove, kind of a really good preparedness idea that just something that you could use a very little amount of fuel, a few twigs, small branches off of a tree, and be able to cook a meal. Hopefully you can see all this. Let's move this down here. So just kind of wanted to show some of the basic materials that we've got here. As he shows, you just kind of use a number one a number, I don't remember what can this is. It's the big style cans that you can get like at Wal-Mart or whatever. This was green beans. It's just a very big can, very big coffee can, whatever you've got available. This kind of is the basis for the stove. You want to save the lid that you cut out. Let's get this a little bit closer in here. You're going to want to save the lid because that's used. And then you want to get kind of several, I think 4 is what he used, just normal size soup cans to build this with. And then as far as tools, you're just going to need kind of some basic tin snips or dikes to be able to cut the metal with. Maybe a hole saw if you've got one. Definitely a drill because you're going to be drilling pilot holes or holes to start the cutting with. Obviously drill bits. And then for safety purposes, you're going to want some really tough gloves. LDSprepper cut himself when he was making his, so I plan on not doing that myself and using some heavy leather gloves and then kind of a marker to make marks with. So anyways, I'm going to start assembling this and taking video as I go, and hopefully this will be valuable to some people. Thanks. So this hole saw is just a 3-inch hole saw, and ended up being perfect size to cut. It matches up pretty much perfectly with the these cans. So it ended up being perfect. It cuts its own little pilot hole there, and I've started to kind of cut the hole out. Need a battery to recharge, but it looks like it's going to work perfect. So as I just found out, you're going to need some eye protection here because this thing's going to throw some shards of tin. But anyway, as you can see, I've kind of cut most of the hole out. I'm going to have to finish cutting with these dikes because the hole saw is just too powerful. It's going to shred this thing. So anyway. Alright, so here's our hole. As you can see, it's a little jagged. So what I did was I've brought in my little Dremel tool. I'm going to hit sand those edges down a little bit. Also, it's very clear that these dikes aren't going to cut it, so I've gone out and gotten my tin snips for the job. Okay, so I've used the Dremel and kind of fixed the edges a little bit so nothing's really super sharp on that. Just because you're not going to want to have to wear, leather gloves every single time you touch this thing. If you want to take it camping or anything like that, or have your kids touch it, definitely helps to take a few minutes and sand that thing down. So, okay, so we've got our other can kind of cut in half here. These are all the pieces, but basically you just want to kind of cut one of the cans in half with your tin snips, and this is going to be the insert that goes inside the opening. So we'll finish cutting that out, and I kind of, as I'm looking at this piece, I kind of have an idea of something I want to do with this, so stay tuned. So here we've got our opening, we've got the little insert. You kind of have to make it flat and have these little tabs on the side to prevent it from going all the way in. And then you want it to be kind of a tight fit, and it's just going to kind of sit in there so underneath the air can get through, and on top is where you put your twigs. So what I'd like to show here, I've got another hole saw. This is a 2.5-inch hole saw, and it just perfectly goes inside of the other end of this can. So we've got the part that you cut out as normal with the can opener on top, and then underneath this 2.5 incher fits perfectly in there. And then I'm just going to kind of use some pliers to smash this edge in a little bit, kind of roll the edge so no one cuts themselves. Okay, so here we have the completed stove. This is the little insert, goes in here. It's kind of a shelf. The fire lays on top of this, the air comes in underneath. This is kind of the pipe on top, and this is the lid. What I'm going to do that's a little bit different than some of the other videos that I've seen is I'm planning on crushing up this volcanic rock and putting that inside as the kind of the ceramic insulation inside of it. See how that works for me. Other people are using sand and dirt and things. I figured I'd try something different. I got a big bag of this for like $3 at Walmart, so pretty good deal. And then as I mentioned earlier, I was gonna try to use this as some reinforcing on the bottom down in there to kind of help, you know, hold some of the ashes, hold some of the weight of and provide some extra thermal barrier there, but I decided not to. So anyway, this is the completed product. The next step is to fill it up with crushed rock and then try it out. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video on this stove here. I'm going to try this out. I may also actually put some fireproof sealant to kind of seal all these holes, make it a little bit nicer looking and hold in the heat a little bit better, be more efficient. But anyway, post your comments, let me know what you think, and I'll be posting a follow-up here shortly on how it works. Thank you.